Thank you so much for joining us. It's so good to see you. I appreciate you, Barbara, for making the effort and coming, and Destiny as well. Um, it's been quite a crazy week with a lot of progress that I would love to share with you in this meeting. But before I begin, I want to ask Destiny, how was your interview? And then I want to ask Barbara, how are you doing?
My my interview went well. Unfortunately, they don't have any positions that meet my time frame at the moment because they work until 11 p.m. and I was only willing to work till like 9:30. But they did say they would take my application on file for the next 4 months and let me know if something else would have come up, and from what they sounded like, the only problem was my timing.
Okay. Okay, so yeah, it sounds like it's actually encouraging. Like you're very
Yeah.
close. You're getting closer.
Yes.
I love that. And well done for the courage and for the initiative and making that happen. Yeah. Barbara, how are you doing?
Fine, thank you.
How how is your week? How is Barney? How is everything?
Barney is laying right here next to me, like he always is.
Can,
And
can, can you
week
show
was
him? Can you show him? Hey, baby. Hey, pretty boy.
he's sound asleep.
Puppy! Hi, puppy! Who's a
Oh,
good
he heard
boy?
you. He heard you. He heard
Who's a
you.
good boy?
Yes, he's such a good boy.
Oh, I love that.
My
Good.
constant companion. He even cries if I don't put him in the car and go with me. I can't take him everywhere, so yeah.
So sweet. So sweet. And have you done some gardening uh, this week?
Yes, I had somebody come over yesterday just to compliment me. It was somebody who was driving through here, and she said, "I just wanted to tell you, this is gorgeous. Did you do all this?" I said, "I did." She said, "Well, I have a relative here, but could I come back and you could tell me?" I said, "Sure, Tara." So
Oh,
back
nice.
over, I guess.
That's great. And I
Yeah,
also want to congratulate you on the fact that you were writing. I saw this week that you progressed to chapter 19, if I'm not mistaken.
I did. I
That
did. Yeah.
that's the writer in the making.
I guess so. I've actually missed writing the last day or two. It's pretty liberating.
I'm so proud of you. I'm so
Thank
proud of you. It's such a big deal.
Yeah.
Um, Let me tell you how things have been going here. So I've been studying TikTok Shop religiously, trying to learn the system. I got a book from TikTok Shop. This is a $7 book. Small, short, prayer-oriented book. And it was an interesting experience to flip through it, to see that the design was beautiful, the printing was high quality, but a very short book, a book of 50, probably 55 pages. And this is a new concept for me who, I come from like thick tomes. Um, this is an interesting concept, and I see that this is the type of things that are selling. $10, $15, low prices. Um, Thanks to Destiny and Bernadette and the Kickstarter team, The Boy Under the Floorboards is now on Kickstarter, which is a big deal. Some people are logging in and pledging, saying, I am willing to support this project. And I'm so proud of this book. I think it's a great story. It's written in a middle grade level without fancy, unnecessary words, short sentences, really readable, and with beautiful illustrations. So I'm just very, very proud of it. And this is my first middle grade book, and I love it. And I cannot wait for this to reach young readers. I know that for me, books really changed my life, especially at that age. Like they made me who I am. They made me emote and understand what another person might be feeling like. And that person can be of a different gender, a different race, a different country, and possibly even a different time, a different era. And this has been great. And I'm really proud of writing this, and I would love to get your feedback and to get to see what you think about the adaptation that we've done for this Felix story that was aimed at adults, now being aimed at 8 years old. 8 years old. So I'm aiming 8 to 12, but I really want an 8-year-old to be able to understand what's going on and to feel engaged. So I'm very excited about that, and it's been great to be a part of the Kickstarter mastermind group of authors. They just gave me a lot of ideas, and it's been great working with a team and having Destiny and Bernadette, push me and push me past some inhibitions and perfectionism and all kinds of things that have been holding me back. So that's been great. Destiny, anything you'd like to add?
I would like to add that I saw that we have like now $244 instead of 234 with the progress. Not my progress, but progress.
Progress is progress. Progress
Yeah.
is progress. I'm impressed with us. Well done. Well done. Barbara, have you ever pledged or bought anything on Kickstarter.com?
Oh, I have not. Mm-mm.
Yeah, I think it's an interesting platform. Kickstarter is a great platform for whoever wants to not only buy a finished book that you can find in Barnes and Noble or on Amazon, but for someone who really wants to be involved in the process of someone creating a book, whether it is to support their process, to see snippets from the writing of the book, to see some backstage production videos and information. It's quite an exciting platform. And I've been learning over the past year that some writers make really, they support a community there, and the community there support them. So it's been a great learning curve, and I'm very excited about Kickstarter.
I have to
I'll
check
also
that out.
say that last week I mentioned writing the biography about Kirk, Charlie Kirk. And it's been such a fun and tragic journey. Fun because I'm inspired by the guy. By 31, he was able to do so much.
Yes.
Tragic because this is very dangerous. If the American society does not decide to look in the mirror and to get to some really important understandings about the freedom of speech, and about some ways that conflicts are being handled, it is very dangerous. So I'm very proud to have written this book together with my team. This book is something that has honesty
And
to
where
it.
is this available, John?
It shows the both sides of the political spectrum. So it celebrates his activism, while at the same time, when he speaks about like Black people or trans people or some demeaning comments about women, it's being put with a framework of questioning that. At the same time, this book encourages dialogue. It encourages open dialogue, very much like he was going for in his life. So the book has
Mm,
pictures,
that
and
looks good.
and it has also full page quotes that I'm very proud of. So the design is something that I'm really happy about, And it's a beautiful book. It's not too long. It's 112 pages, but it's really full of fascinating stories about his early life, about his high school, about how he dropped out of college at age 18 to start his
Yeah.
own organization, um, how he figured out the prove me wrong concept and how it went viral, his marriage to Erica, and how fatherhood changed his life,
Yeah.
how he went from being very secular to being Christian based in his teachings. It's very inspiring, and I hope that this book will encourage more dialogue and us remembering that we're all human. We're all um, we're all trying to do our best with what we've got. So I'm excited about this project, and this book is now going to be available in the TikTok shop. We are setting up TikTok shop. There's a lot of moving pieces of printing and fulfillment, and I'm trying to learn everything. I've got some really great help from the chiefs of your book team that are really helping me. So I'm looking forward to that book being available for people, and I hope that it can help maybe calm some of the um, some of what I'm sensing that's happening right now in the American public and hopefully bring people together. Because even people who opposed him, once they read the story, once they put themselves in his shoes, I think will be willing to be less radical. And some of the people that, maybe see everything that he said as if it was the gospel, may also see some other perspectives and maybe how some statements were harsh and you'll just be able to understand that there are so many shades in between and that dialogue is the key. I come from a region that is known for a lack of dialogue, and I know that it's dangerous. It really is dangerous, and I don't want that for my beloved United States of America. So yeah, I'm proud of that, and I'm proud of all the learning that I've been doing with TikTok Shop and trying to expand. I'd love
It's
to hear.
great.
I'd love to hear your thoughts, Barbara.
I pushed you towards that, and I'm glad I did because I started looking at things there myself. And then I said, this is where you should be. Remember, I found the TikTok shop and all of that. So I've learned a lot about that since as well. So,
Have you bought anything on TikTok?
not yet, but I will. Mhm.
I was afraid in the beginning, like, ooh, TikTok, it doesn't feel as safe as
No,
Amazon.
I think it's cool.
I
I
think it's
like it.
cool. Yeah. And, ordering the book, the prayer book, and then receiving it, it was a positive experience. It wasn't expensive. And yeah. Destiny, have you bought anything off of TikTok?
I haven't bought anything off TikTok. Whenever I do have money, whenever I do buy things, it's either TikTok, Amazon, Walmart, or Steam.
Yeah.
Great, great. Yeah, so this is a little bit of an update. I'll share with you a little bit more of the vision. My vision is that this book of Kirk will be the first of many biographies. I always loved biographies,
Me too. Yeah.
loved,
Hmm.
loved.
Love.
Always loved memoirs and biographies. And my vision is looking into writing these short biographies. Some biographies are just too long. Unless you
Yeah.
really
Yeah.
love the story, you really love the person, some biographies that are 400 pages are a little bit too long. So how about 100-page biographies, an audiobook that you can finish within 2.5 hours?
I
And
like that.
um, showcasing some impressive people in the world today.
You have forgotten this.
Yes, look at that.
My confidence book, September of 22. And I read this and printed it off, and I still have it. So this is very interesting. You've forgotten what you've written here.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So just so you know.
I love that. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, so short biographies that
Yeah.
are serving the marketplace. For example, I saw that there is a demand for a book about photographer Ansel Adams. There is a demand for a book, but there isn't a short biography about him. And that's something that I can do with a team. Some figures in sports or politics. I think that, it's cool to listen to a short biography. Sometimes I buy a biography and just too long. So I'm looking at
Yes.
TikTok and at this era as an invitation. I try not to be a snob, but to look at it, oh, this is an invitation for something that maybe people are interested in. So I'm envisioning a series of short biographies. I'm also envisioning a series of self-help books. I'm seeing like
Oh, this
there
the
is a lot of
self-confidence book.
demand. Yes, I'm seeing that there is a
Self-confidence.
lot
Oh, so
of
you were doing
demand
that. Yeah.
for that, and that the books are good, and that somehow I'm seeing that they sell well. So I want to delve into that as well, and also harness the power of AI in writing. And sometimes AI can be really brilliant, and I want to be able to really enjoy what it has to offer. And also, I'm progressing with all of the World War II thick novels, progressing with everything. Excited about moving forward there. I had a meeting this week with a new company that does audiobook narration AI. Audiobook narration AI, and they also add effects. They call it graphic audio, and they add effects and I don't know, the barking of the dog and the crickets, and I don't know what kind of effects they add. And I think that it's going to be great, especially for the children book, but maybe also for other books in the future. So it was a positive meeting. I had Tuesday, and I have another meeting with them scheduled for next week. So that is progressing. Um, I've delegated a lot of the running of your book team, and I'm focused on establishing John Kiss Publishing, which is exciting, putting together the steering committee, the kind of founders group, and really moving along, setting the culture of the new team, the culture of this company. How is that company different than your book team? This company will solely focus on my writing, and it took me a few years to get there, and you've been there to support me, and I'm just excited about you know going after that, and deciding to really chase that. I've also been recording and writing quite a few things that have to do with self-help, and fulfilling one's dreams and overcoming fear and fear of rejection. So I've been doing some good recording and writing there. I hope that all of these things will yield some powerful short books in the future about the power of the mind and the power of healing. Um, yeah, it feels to me like there's a lot of there are tons of opportunities when it comes to the publishing world, tons of opportunities, and that there is hunger for readers to read interesting books, and that is something that I am excited about expanding to. And excited also about leaving your book team in good hands. Over the past few months, I've seen more and more how the current team is leading well, making better decisions than myself, doing better marketing, doing better managing, doing better HR, better. And I'm learning how to micromanage less, support the team in their decisions. And I think that's been not easy for me because your book team has been my baby for a few years now. And
Yeah.
but at the same time, it's an exciting journey, starting something new. And excited about focusing on my own books. My hope is also in the near future to republish or to publish for the first time some of my erotica books, some of the romance books that I wrote that have never seen the light of day. And I'm excited about that as well. Barbara, I would love to hear your thoughts.
Oh, I think that's wonderful. I remember when you started your book team and how excited you were and how you've made it come true. You worked very hard and very long, and you were afraid to just do that, but you did it anyway. So, congratulations. Yeah, sounds great. And now for yourself, I think a lot of people prefer shorter. I am now doing that because I've read long, many for years and years. I always have 2 or 3 books going, just like I do right now. And if they don't capture me pretty quickly, like I'd say 5 chapters or so, then I'm putting it down, you know. So now I'm careful because I have too many books, you know. And I mean, I've got books in every nook and cranny in here. So, and I brought all those from Fort Worth. So I have much to read, but if they don't capture me very quickly, and I mean, 5, 6 chapters, then I'm okay. I'll see that later. So,
Let's compare for a second The Survivor to Under the Floorboards.
okay.
Do you prefer The Survivor?
Yes.
Tell me more.
Well, that was my first book of yours that I ordered, and it wasn't too long and it wasn't too short, but it was extremely powerful. It was engaging immediately, and I could feel like I was there and I was moving with the characters and all. Under the Floorboards is long.
Yeah.
And I've read it sketchily, but I've read it. And it's good, but I still prefer the first book that I ever bought from you. So
The first book is, when I analyzed historical fiction,
mhm. Yeah.
things like The Nightingale, and when I analyzed that, my first book fell short, meaning The Survivor was too short, too, I don't know, skimping on descriptions and stuff. What do you have to say as to that?
I didn't find it too short or non-descriptive, but now if you get into your other, it's much deeper and more expansion. But I guess that first one, because I'd never read anything you'd written, was just right for me. And then I have all your others that I've already read.
And the two Marias were not too short?
Excellent.
Not too short.
No, not for me. Now, some people may want to, and I like that sometimes. I'll read a bunch at night, I'll fall asleep, then I come back, and it's usually how I lull myself to sleep because I'm a natural insomniac, always have been.
Yeah.
So I try to do something to engage my mind so I can put it to rest. And that's why I like Two Marias. It was not too long, it wasn't too short, and it was a great story as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. Okay, great. I'm doing a lot of soul searching right now. I'm doing a lot of soul searching right now, understanding how does my voice sound? Is it short form, long form? Some of the criticism that I received about some of my books earlier on were that they were too short. So I was
Really?
trying to mitigate that and to deliver upon market expectations. But then I'm getting the sense, maybe it's too long or too descriptive. So I'm still trying to kind of find my
Yeah,
voice,
put
find
down the three
myself.
bears, make it just right.
I see. The thing is about reading length and page length is that you ain't ever gonna satisfy everyone. I love long books. I at one point read a 647 page book, and then I questioned what I thought I'd be able to get done in a week. I don't know. I told me made interesting life decisions, but I love long books, and like the longer the better for me. And I feel like longer books give you more room to play. So like with the book I'm writing, the first draft is undoubtedly gonna be long, since when I get motivated, my brain's a hamster wheel, and my brain's a hamster wheel. I am long-winded. I am the reason there was page limits in my creative writing class. If that tells you anything. So I love your Wanda stories, and I love that it is long. Now for Under the Floorboards, my main critique, if I remember correctly, is like, well then, yeah, that was on the, was it? Yeah, I think I read many books of trashing in my head. So it's like how you handled like the Phyllis's full storefront, like how underdeveloped she, well, wife, fourth wife, how underdeveloped she was, and yeah, I know I talked about a lot about how underdeveloped the woman Torontos felt, and how Torontos should have names. That was my main critique. I love the names, and like if you do shorten it, in like the rules meant for not 12-year-old adolescent children, keep the adult bits in, and the children bits the salt in both, or salt in one, not the other. But it's critical that you have the adult bit in. But I feel like for an young adult novel, having the adult bit in gives a lot more weight. It gives more tone to study. It shows PTSD. It talks about mental health. And I love books like that because there's not enough books like that. And now I'm going on a rant. Tell me
No,
when you want me to stop.
It's great. It's not a rant. It's great. Thank you. Thank you for that. I think this is, unfortunately, I will have to just like go through. I think that whenever it comes to writing and creativity, there is some sort of a night of the soul. There is some journey of like deciding who I am, deciding what my voice is, and choosing one voice over the other, because you cannot please everyone. And I am trying to learn how, what my voice is. It's been a joy to write the books that I'm now working on. I will say that a few months ago, I was almost a little bit, I was suffering from writing with some teams, and I think I'll explain why. I think I had a lot of meetings. Some of the meetings felt like a waste of time. I felt like I could do things faster on my own, etc. Now it's being better for a few reasons. I do less meetings, more I receive agendas, and I record short videos. Um, I don't meet, and therefore I don't meet as often. I used to meet very often with my teams when there was not enough progress between one meeting to another. So now, whenever they are ready, they send me their materials, and I get to see where they are and how I can help. So that's been great. It's actually been really enjoyable to be writing with the teams recently, and I cannot wait for the new version of Maria's to be released, for the new version called War Sisters, for Love in Berlin, and a couple of other projects that I'm very excited about. One of which I've introduced to you, The Rabbi's Wife. I'm excited about that.
Yeah.
There's another project that we don't have a name for yet, about an incredible Russian former princess, who during World War II in Paris labored really courageously to save people, including a baby. Very moving story and in Paris, and it's really moving. And I have a lot of such stories that I really want to be able to write. And I do envision movies for all of them. So I hope to be able to create the system. And I think I have created a system. It's still very wobbly, it's still not standing, but this system is one in which I have a team, I communicate with a team. If you join the team, not from the beginning, you can watch videos and you can read transcripts and become familiar with where the project came from and where it is now. Um, yeah, I've been really proud of that. I just feel like I know that very soon I'll be enjoying the fruits. Right now, it's still like, oh my God, this has been so much work. But I know that eventually the books are going to be held in my hand. So the middle grade project is a great example. At one point, while we were writing this as a team, I was like, is this ever going to be done? Is this ever going to? But now it's really good. Like there were moments that I was reading it and I was crying. And this is, for children. The writing is like it puts you then and there. And it's important for me to acknowledge that this means a lot. It says here, then I hear it. Another dog, but it's not ours. Low growling, sharp barks. Then boots on gravel. Voices speaking German. Short words, angry tone. Nazis. They're here, outside the cabin, and I don't think they're just visiting.
Ooh,
End of
powerful.
chapter. So I'm like, this is good. This is good. So
That is good.
I cannot wait to once I'm done with these books, I also want to do middle grade adaptations of them. I am trying to build a James Patterson-esque
Wow.
company, and I'm in the beginning stages, and it's not easy, but I have a really strong vision about being able to publish hundreds of books and for all ages, graphic novels as well, and hopefully, not hopefully, actual screen adaptations, movies and television. And yeah, it's going to take years, but I'm happy for the journey. The journey is exciting for me, and being able to produce these stories is exciting for me. Um, yeah, and I'm so happy that I'm where I'm at right now, physically in LA, and in this safety that I experience every day. Um, I'm excited about my daughter visiting me in Hanukkah, which is in about
Oh,
81 days, and I'm
okay.
excited about spending time together. So yeah, this is my updates.
Very good. Yeah. You can do it. You know you can. So that's your gift. Words.
Mhm.
Mhm.
I say for now our main concern is try literally marketing the just title runs better. Cause like this thing ain't gonna fail. I'll be damned. We have $244 out of 500. We have we no. I refuse. I refuse the idea of failure. No.
We will not fail. We just need to send emails and also WhatsApp messages. I have a couple thousand people on WhatsApp. We just need to
That
figure.
is terrifying. One off of your WhatsApp. Why do you have that many people? That is terrifying.
I will say that I've been around 20 years older than you, and and uh,
Have
and
fun messaging that many people. How do you plan on doing that?
yeah, I don't know honestly, but I think if we do figure it out, we can exceed that.
I'll do some research, but I will say that's a hilarious amount of people to have. That
Yeah,
is terrifying.
and I think that maybe like sending a video actually instead of
Oh
like
yes, that's what I've been trying it like the TikTok people do. Be like, hey guys, please don't just do the banner. We have a video. Send the video. Thank you. No.
I think so. I think and maybe adding a link at the end of the video, books.click/KS. Um, just a short link that people can maybe type in their chat will be good.
Look up Sandra Brown sometime. She's local. I've told you about her, and she started out just like you, and it didn't catch on. But what she did was write about what she knew. So those of us that were native Texans, she would write a lot about Texas, and there's a big pride in this big state, so that she found her niche. And now she's expanded into everything else because she's a millionaire beyond, but it took her a long time. But she would come in person and talk to us. Like when I would go to the bookstores and I would buy, Barnes and Noble or anything, she would come and just mingle with us and talk to us. And she had it. That's how she caught on, because I met her. I saw her at the theater, the live theater that Roy and I used to go to. She was up in the balcony and she waved. So she put herself out there, and people started really liking her. Then they wanted to read. Then they wanted to see more. So now I don't know how many books of hers I have, John. I don't know. But I was so happy because she lived in a little tiny little house in a tiny little town not far from here with her husband, who supported her while she was doing all this. Yes. So now, cream of the crop. And
Okay.
I'm real proud of her because we all got to know her. She would come around and visit. I'm Sandra and you're so she put herself out there. And then, but I started a book club back where I used to live, and we read so many of her books. So she put herself out there. She said it wasn't easy because she was kind of a shy person, but her husband said, they have to see you. They have to. So we did see her, still see her.
That's
She's still, yeah.
so
So that's,
inspiring.
yeah,
So
very inspiring. It took her a lot. She said she wrote so many things that were no good, that bothered her. But now she could sell them anyway. So just saying that was a very inspiring story. And I mean, this all started over 20 years ago, of her. She didn't give up. Didn't give up. So
thank you. So
you
thank
can
you so
do
much
that.
for saying that. It is very inspiring. I'll say that one of the things that I've been really practicing, and I don't think I should ignore that, is working with an outline. I think in the past, I used to write kind of flying by the seat of my pants, just, improvising. I had a vague idea and I would just like write and sometimes it was not great. And I think that forcing myself to work with an outline has been an uphill climb. Now I feel more and more comfortable about it, knowing that one chapter leads to the other, leads to the other. There is movement.
Yeah.
Being able to see repetition and unnecessary slow chapters, and being able to recognize them just at the level of the heading, just at the level of a title. I can say, oh, this is not good. This should not be here. So working with an outline, that's been one of the tips from James Patterson, being able
Yeah.
to work from an outline. So I'm really pleased about being able to learn how to do that. And I do hope that everything will fall into place, and that
It
all of these
will.
books will
David
be
Patterson
released, and
gives
that
a
all of these books will
terrible
be like
interview.
finding their audiences, that
Yeah,
they'll be
yeah.
finding their niche, and that I'll be able to release more books and write more books. I really enjoy these stories so much. They make me tear up, and all I want is to tear up and to remember
Yeah.
that I'm human. To remember that I'm human. That's all. To remember the emotions. To remember that I'm actually really lucky to be living here today, right now. There's no war, no fear, not for me, thank God. And I think that that is really my calling, to be writing more books like that. So I will say I just want to acknowledge the road that I've traveled. It's been uphill, learning how to work with teams, learning how to instruct, how to give compliments, but at the same time, how to give criticism, creating standard operating procedures, teaching, the main aspects, learning how to create control documents, how to move forward. It has not been easy, but I'm happy about figuring it out, and I'm excited about this next chapter. I feel that in the next chapter, I'll be able to go into more rapid release of books. I envision a book a month, and I really want to go there. I really do want to go there. I think it can be really exciting. That's all you got from me today.
I just wanted to tell you that James Patterson could never give an interview like you. He's so dull on his interviews. And yet, look what he writes, but he's always got a partner. And, so I started with him years and years and years, and he got better with the different people but I've seen him in live interviews. He's so dull. He's so not engaging or anything. So he better just stick to writing and not trying to be out, you know. So, but I still read. I have his latest. I have his newest.
Same. He's still good.
Oh yeah, he's very good. But I like to support people like Sandra Brown or other people here locally that come. But boy, she must have. I think she said it took her maybe 10 years or more to even barely catch on. So, and now look, John, so you can do this. You've got everything you need.
Thank you so much, B. It really means a lot to me that you say that. Any last comment, Destiny, Barbara, that you'd like to add before we wrap up?
I fun story. I just realized Trade, the the AI we used for the transcripts, does coding, and now my brain is in a creative hyperdrive mode. Cause I'm just like, wait, we can do coding? Cause me, dumbass, me don't know how to code. Me is Rhino. Me not JavaScript. So I'm making it so. And at first I used DeepSeek for it, and then I saw, wait, Trade has a whole entire system for coding. It'll probably do it better than DeepSeek does. And now I'm here like, ooh, cause fun story. I don't know if you know about like the AI Talentos websites, but there are a lot of AI Talentos websites. Do you tell that I'm running long? Should I set up now?
No, no. Just so it sounds like there is new discovery,
Yes, and I am
excitement.
vibing. My creative mind's now in hyperdrive.
I think that you are so talented. I've seen how you manage the team. I've seen how you comment about editing. Even the comments that you've given to Under the Floorboards. I think that the sky is the limit for you, Destiny.
Oh yes. Now, if only the Zob multi will understand that and let me make money. That'd
It
be amazing. But
will.
Yeah.
I, but I know I have a lot of potential, and god damn it, I'm gonna see through it.
I love that. I think that should be the end of this call. I love that. God damn it. Thank you, Destiny.
Have Have a good afternoon, you all. If any of you want to hear more about my adventures, just reach out. You know where to find me. And watch the fanfic videos I sent you. They
Yes,
are useful.
I already opened the two of them in separate tabs so that I can get to them.
Watch them and tell me what else you would like from me, because I will go on a different rant entirely. Anywho, have a lovely afternoon, you people. I'ma let you go.
Thank
Bye!
you so much, all. Thank you so much.